Oakhaven was a beige town defined by functional silence and sensible routines. A decade of forgotten potential had settled over its buildings and the minds of its inhabitants. In the town square, the old clock tower stood motionless, its hands frozen at 3:15, marking the moment Oakhaven stopped expecting anything good. Elara, who worked in the municipal records office, was the exception. Her inner world was a riot of color, hidden in the paintings she created every night. She longed for that life outside, but mentioning joy or whimsy in Oakhaven was met with polite, immediate silence. One rainy Tuesday, while clearing a sub-basement archive, Elara found a leather-bound journal belonging to Silas Oakhaven, the town founder. It described a time when the town was called Sun-Dapple Meadow, and its clock tower, the herald of new hours, hosted an annual Aether Lantern Festival. The founder's final entry read, "We built this town not for survival, but for spectacle. If they forget the time is now, they forget what time can bring." The journal included diagrams for winding the tower's celestial mechanism, a ritual to reset the town's calendar of dreams. The next morning, Elara taped a small sun-yellow painting, a field of poppies, to the town bulletin board. "Elara," Mr. Graves, head of conformity, droned, holding the painting. "This is a violation of Regulation 4, unauthorized display of non-approved hue palettes." "It's the color of the sun," Elara replied. "The sun is currently hidden by clouds and is therefore irrelevant for display," he corrected, tearing it down. That night, old Mr. Finch, the retired carpenter, found the journal Elara had left open. The next day, a miniature clock tower painted bright crimson appeared on her desk. Elara understood. She had to fight conformity with beauty. She started small, planting wildflower seeds in the paving stones and convincing Mrs. Perkins, the baker, to make a small batch of bright blue raspberry macarons. Mrs. Perkins, tearing up, confessed she hadn't made anything blue since she was a girl. A momentum began. Children helped Elara clean the grime from the clock tower's base. Finding ancient carvings, Mr. Finch began meticulously oiling the complex gears inside, his hands moving with renewed purpose. Mr. Graves tried to intervene, citing building codes, but people ignored him, too busy imagining. The day of the Aether Lantern Festival arrived. The sky was still overcast, and the town gathered, quiet and apprehensive. Up on the clock platform, Elara and Mr. Finch nodded. Together they turned the final heavy key from the journal. A deep, resonant clang echoed across Oakhaven, the sound of the mechanism engaging. The brass hands of the herald of new hours trembled, then began to move. Tick! Tock! As the clock reached 3:15, Elara unveiled a vast mural covering the entire municipal building, depicting Oakhaven as a riot of impossible greens, purples, and golds. When the clock chimed, it was a joyful, ringing quarter hour. Mrs. Perkins rushed forward with trays of blue and magenta pastries. The children released hundreds of paper lanterns, tiny motes of color rising against the pale sky. The townsfolk, finally seeing the reflection of their suppressed potential on the painted wall, looked at each other and laughed, a new, bright sound. Oakhaven didn't transform instantly, but the clock kept running. Every tick was a small promise, every chime a reminder that the most important thing a town could do was not adhere to old rules, but to create new hours. The little town that remembered how to dream finally started seeing its colors come true.